Got Steve with the Rapid over here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is our project today. We got this Rapid E, which is a 21 horse tractor, and it cost $17,500 new. We got this Rapid M over here, which is an 8 horse. I'm going to be working on this one. Steve's going to be working on this one. Came from an auction and then via Craigslist from Albany, New York. They were New York Department of Administrative Services. This one's got a twin-cylinder Vanguard 21 horse engine. This one's got an 8 horse Vanguard. So it shouldn't be that hard to work on, I don't think.
Never missed a lunch. So
That'll change today.
Because each one of these 4 people is going to run by noon.
So it just has to run, doesn't have to be able to drive. All right, it'll take 10 minutes for that. Just squirt a ether, bam, it's running. I'm eating lunch.
The craziness got started because that tractor over here came up for sale and I couldn't resist it. This is way, way out of my comfort zone, but it has to run by noon. That, I believe, will run around 4 by noon. But that's so. Steve has agreed to be the captain on that team. Steve is looking for anybody who knows anything about it to help him. And I think he's going to have a voltmeter out before not too long here. Alright? In the middle, Ralph has decided that he is going to take that challenge. Ralph is the guy over there. Now, those two do not have long-term homes here, if you get my drift. So I'm hoping that somebody's going to fall in love with one of those things and say, load that in my truck and here's some cash.
So we've got these Gravelys Rapid tractors. They're actually made in Switzerland, and they were imported by Gravelys, and they basically slapped a Gravelys label on them. Unclear about whether or not they had engines on them when Gravelys got them, or if Gravelys put the Briggs and Stratton engines in them. A lot of tractors in Europe have diesel engines, so I'm kind of thinking that they probably got them either special ordered with Briggs or without engines, and they popped the engine in when they got it over here. I saw this ad for these things on Craigslist. They were near Albany, New York, and our friend Rich here went up there from Pennsylvania and bought them and brought them back down to the blow-in here so we could work on them. So I hope you enjoy this footage. All right, so we're working on this Gravelys Rapid Vanguard here, and being that I've never seen a Gravelys Rapid in person, I wasn't really sure what I was getting into. He had gotten the manuals from our friend who has a dealership. He printed them out for us. It was very nice of them. But the thing is that these things have all kinds of safeties and switches and electrical components that old stuff doesn't have. So the first thing I did with trying to figure out where we're going to go with this project is I looked through the manual, and they have starting instructions in there. And there's operator presence controls on the handlebar, similar to like a modern snowblower has, right? Where you got to hold down a lever. There's a parking brake. There's an electric PTO. There's a bunch of stuff that a normal Gravelys doesn't have. And these things were used for snow removal, and they're pretty hammered from that. There's a lot of salt damage on them, and there's a lot of broken pieces. The Rapid M that I was working on was missing the parking brake lever altogether, and the operator presence control was broken. The other Rapid E that Steve's team was working on, that had a similar situation. But anyways, we figured that we would, investigate all those electrical components, hot wire some things if needed, then see if we have spark, and then give it a shot of ether and see if it would fire off. So that was what we were trying to do here. The Rapid M didn't have a recoil starter assembly. Somebody stole it off of it before they sold it. So we had to use a drill And we have this ratchet clutch deal on the drill where we could spin the engine over and try to start it with a drill. The other Rapid had an electric start and that worked. So they were able to do that with the Rapid E. It's missing some parts, so we got some safety switches hot wired. There's supposed to be an operator presence here. We taped that down. It's broken off. It's supposed to be a parking brake here that these wires connect to. But we got that going. And we just tested it for spark, but we got no recoil. So we're turning it with a drill. Anyways, see what happens here. We had a nice team of guys working on these things. My buddy Dennis was helping, and we had another guy named Jay from New Jersey. He was helping out. But we had a lot of fun playing with him. And there was a couple other guys, a guy, Steve Z, and another guy, Rich, and they were helping out too. And it was a lot of fun, so hope you enjoy. All right, we're gonna test it for spark over here. Let's see if I can you know how spark never shows up on camera, right? Where's that plug? Can I see it here? Okay, ready? Did you see it?
I still have trouble seeing it. But
this drill does not want to drill.
the battery must be gone.
It's got to be. It's like... All right, so we did have spark. I just failed to capture it on camera. We were having a problem with the drill. The battery was dead. So we put it on the charger for a few minutes. Then it was still dead. We ended up having to wait for the thing to charge up enough to turn the motor over. And we had an old spark plug. We had a new spark plug that was given to us by the dealer. So we put that in and we sprayed some starting fluid right in the spark plug hole. And we're hoping that if we screw the spark plug in there, the thing will just pop for a minute and we'll say it ran and we won the race for the contest. All right, Dennis is spraying the gum cutter in the carburetor.
Hold on.
Ready for this?
Hold on.
I'm not gonna hit it yet. Wait, are you holding the plug wire?
Really?
Going for it, huh?
We're going for it.
Come on.
A little test.
Hold on, I gotta get the... This is not easy to get in here.
All right.
Ether's leaking down those seals. You're losing your ether already. So quiet. Is that electric?
Yeah, it's electric.
You can't film and turn wrenches at the same time.
Yeah, you can.
Why is this not going in now?
Come on, Dennis. The pressure's on. All right, ready?
Hold on.
All right, let's give this thing a shot. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait, we don't have the clutch on the drill. All right, let's see if we can fire this thing up. Ready? Oh, the battery's dead. It has like some kind of clutch and it just lights up and says clutch. All right, ready? See, it won't do anything.
You have this clutch set.
That has nothing to do with it. It's gotta be a dead battery. All right, let's see. Hit it. Will it crank? Is the drill cutting out? Yeah. It's gotta be a dead battery. All right, ready for this? Whoa. Yeah, this thing doesn't have the balls. You can downshifted it to 1. Choke cable's not even doing anything. Oh, there we go. It did have spark, I swear. Choke's on now. This freaking can is like empty. Nothing even coming out of the can. We gotta find some more of this stuff. Yes? So we decided to check for spark again because it just didn't make sense that we didn't get one pop out of this thing. And we took the spark plug out, the brand new spark plug, and the electrode was bent. and the gap was closed and it was touching, you know, there was no gap. And we compared the new spark plug to the old spark plugs, a different part number, and it was just a hair too long. And I think that the top of the piston hit the spark plug and it crunched it on the first revolution and closed the gap, so we had no more spark. So we're gonna put the old spark plug back in and try it again. All right, let's see what happens now with the old plug in there. I think we would have had a pop by now, huh? Battery smoked in that thing now too. Oh, the clutch.
Did he kick it off?
It's got stuff coming out of the exhaust now. Huh. All right, you got any spark over there, guys, or what? Whoa, dude, it runs. What's the magic ratchet over the intake doing? Oh, you're dripping gas.
Sounds like the choke's on, actually. It sounds like the choke's on, yeah.
That's funny.
But it does run, so
Nice.
I'm impressed.
Fuel pump works.
Sounds pretty good too. Fluffy in there somewhere? Dude, that thing sounds perfect.
It's right.
All right, we lost the contest. They beat us. Oh. Hey, can I tell you guys something? You guys suck. Nice. So we decided that we would check the valves and make sure they're adjusted properly. Some of the overhead valve engines are really finicky. And, you know, they were a little loose, but none of us thought that that was really the problem. But we checked it anyways because it just took a minute. So we're going to try to start it again after adjusting the valves.
No, we're good. We're good. I got it.
All right, let her rip. Why does it sound so? It sounds so weird. It just sounds so weird. Doesn't it sound weird?
We're going up and down.
It sounds like a vacuum. So here's the deal. The guy, Steve, he was the guy dripping the gas into the other Rapid with the ratchet handle. He comes over and says, look, I can never get Briggs Vanguards to run off of ether. They just don't like to run off ether. So why don't you try putting some gas in that carb? So we had a little piece of fuel line, stuck it in the gas tank. I put my thumb over it like a straw or whatever, pulled it out, put it into the carb, took my thumb off, gas went in there, and we're gonna see if it will start on gas. All right, let's see what we got here. Got more gas in there, we checked the valves. All right, we got the vice grips off. We rerouted the fuel line here. So there was a broken fuel shutoff valve. So we ended up just bypassing that and just making the gas line go right into the carb. So we'll see what happens here. Valves adjusted. Let's see what happens now.
Good.
Hit it, Charlie. What the? This thing sucks.
Let's put the thing through.
All right, try 85. Yeah, hold on.
So we got
Determined we got bad gas, so we're gonna take this fuel line off and just squirt it in this pail here. All right. Smells pretty good now. You wanna hook it here? There was a lot of water that came out of the gas line when we were playing with it, so we drained some of the gas out of the tank because the water all goes to the bottom and the pickup on the tank's on the bottom. So we drained that junk out of the tank until we got what looked like actual gas coming out of it. And we'll try it again.
put it back on.
Yeah. All right, let's hit it. Nothing.
I don't think it's pulling gas.
All right, hit it again. I thought it was just
Hold on 1 second.
probably flooded it. Oh, damn, that clutch is. Say if we take the nut off the bottom of the bowl, maybe if there's some water in there, it will drain out. Oh, it wants to run. It's got to have in the carb. Dennis is blowing in a tank and we got nothing coming out of the carb bowl and the nuts off the bottom. So it's got to be clogged. All right, I think we got to pull the carburetor. That's next move here.